Have you heard the terms diastasis, rectus, abdominus, or abdominal separation, or even umbilical hernia, and wonder what they mean and how they all relate? You are not alone. These are confusing terms, and in fact, quite a few women that I see in the postpartum state have what's considered an abnormal separation between their six-pack muscles. So let me explain using a really simple example of what that looks like. First of all, what we're talking about is the linea alba. It's the little tiny band of connective tissue between your two six-pack muscles, and that linea alba goes from your sternum all the way down to your pubic bone. And I want you to think of it like a little piece of silly putty here. Normally, there is some stretch that occurs during pregnancy, and we want this to happen. We want these muscles to separate to make room for your growing baby in your growing uterus. But what can happen if we combine it with improper exercise and poor posture is that these muscles stretch apart too much, and they become almost, the connective tissue can become almost like opaque and see-through. This is now what we would consider the diastasis. The problem being, if you return to exercise and start doing exercises that create too much pressure, it can pull the muscles apart even more and create tiny fissures or tears in that connective tissue. Now we're talking about an umbilical hernia. And while this is still fixable with exercise, the problem is there's organs that lie behind this, and they are now allowed to pooch out into this opening. So it's really to your advantage to figure out if you have this condition early on and start doing some exercises and rehabilitation to fix it before it becomes a bigger problem. My name is Carrie Koziel. I'm a women's health physical therapist and a DRA/core restore specialist, and I've designed a 6-week program that's a combination of education and exercise to help you with this very condition. Log on to carriekoziel.com to learn more and to sign up for a class today.